um videos, content, trying to like, that shows that you are trying to prove or trying to battle with the first wife, like, oh, Mrs. Edochie, Mrs. this. Hey mama, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to the channel, thank you. I haven't been active as much, but yeah, your girl is back. As you can tell from the title, I wanted to share what I feel like Judy can learn from May. And I know some of you are thinking, who's May? Who's Judy? Alright, so just a quick recap. Yul is a Nigerian actor, married to May, who is his wife for a very long time, and together they have 4 children. They've been married for I think 14 years or so, a long time. Do not quote me on the exact like 14 years, but they've been married a long time. So but then recently, a few months back, he came out to say that he's now married to a second wife. He's taken a second wife. Basically, he got another woman pregnant who also happens to be an actress. Her name is Judy. This is where Judy comes in. She was pregnant for him. They had an affair and produced a son called Star. So this is where the trouble started. But I feel like the way May handled it, she has been handling it with class, grace, elegance, and I feel those things are like inborn, you know, but we can also learn it. But to her, you can tell from May that it's a natural thing. It's a natural way to be, just to be quiet and only say so much. Don't talk too much. Don't, you know, she really knows how to respect herself. So that's why for me, I feel like Judy can learn 1 or 2 things to really help herself moving forward. Because I feel Yul, which is the main guy connecting both of them, I feel like he goes with whatever will suit his image. So right now, May has unfollowed him. She said her bit at the beginning, like when the news came out, she only just went to the comment section and said, God will judge both of you. And since then, she hasn't addressed it. She's kept quiet. She only talks when something needs to be said. Apart from that, she's been really just in her lane, and because of that, people are supporting her. She's getting endorsements. She's really doing well, and I am so happy. I'm following her on Instagram, by the way, so go follow May. She's an amazing woman. I just like her vibe, you know. I love that. With Judy, she's a, a good woman in her own right, but you know, I believe her to be a woman that has made a mistake. And Yul for me is just such a disrespectful man. All right, I feel Judy came out to, she put her life out there. She's being judged, you know, as a woman. If you come out and, you know, as the side chick that ends up being, you know, it's not going to be a good look. And I'm sure everything that Judy's getting, the bad press, everything that Yul is also getting, like the negativity that they're getting, is well deserved. But I feel like Judy can actually learn 1 or 2 things, learn a lot from May in terms of how to deal with this whole thing, because I feel Yul hasn't really been fair to Judy, because I feel like Judy came out, supported whatever narrative that Yul wanted to go with, but she's not being treated fairly. This guy will post May's picture, May's endorsement, and say, my wife, #1 CEO. He never posts anything that Judy does, like with her movies, no matter how big or how small of a production it is, just to share it and say, oh, my other wife or my second wife. Or when he talks about May, his first wife, he doesn't say my first wife. It's just my wife, my beautiful wife. And once in a while, maybe when Judy posts, he might go on her page and say, oh, wife of a king or something. But it's not really what I feel as a woman. Like, you should feel like you deserve Judy. Honestly, I love how May is dealing with the situation. She is a woman that knows her worth. If you also, Judy, learn from May, #1 thing, just know your worth. Know that you are not as bad as the greatest mistake that you've done. The same way you're not as good as the best thing you've done. You're just, we're all human. That helps to keep us humble, right? So the first thing I would say to Judy is do the first thing May did. May unfollowed you. So I feel like you should unfollow you. Secondly, maybe you should go to May's page and probably comment something like an apology, like I'm sorry, I'm like keeping it short. The way May just said, God will judge the both of you. So if you just say, I hope you find it in your heart to forgive me, just forgive me, or something like that. And then this advice about going on her page to say forgive me, it's give or take. It's not really necessary. But I feel like just to clean up your image, I think I'm just giving you like damage control kind of, I don't know, but just like so you can also come out quite okay on this and just leave you to do his own thing, because I feel like he's been totally disrespectful to you. So first of all, unfollow him. Not obviously, that's in public. Privately, whatever you choose to do is your business. May could be, we don't know what May and Yul's life looks like right now. We don't know whether they're best buddies, or we don't know whether, but because she comes online, it just removes herself totally from him. He's the one constantly trying to pose, trying to prove that they're good, right? So if you unfollow him, first of all, maybe just write something to sort of distance yourself from the whole situation, like, okay, I really didn't know what I was getting into. I was fed a different story, but it is what it is. Number 3, stop posting videos, content trying to like that shows that you are trying to prove or trying to battle with the first wife, like, oh, Mrs. Edochie, Mrs. this. You'd never see May trying to be like first class lady, number one and only Mrs. Nobody can be this, nobody can be. By just her presence, she exudes that. You don't need to, she doesn't need to do that. The same way you don't need to be on your page, oh, Mrs. Judith Edochie, number 1, I'm entering your eye, I'm sexy and this. You don't need all of that. So if you stop that, people will be able to see that this girl is not coming for May, is not trying to take May's position. She is who she is, It's not going to help you going online saying, oh, I may not be the first, but I'm the best. I didn't say I was different, but I didn't say I was better, but all I'm saying is I'm different. All these kind of things show that you are in competition with someone and doesn't come across as someone who's confident in themselves or who loves who they are, right? Okay, so I think we've done 1, 2, 3. I don't know what number I'm on now. So the next thing to do after unfollowing him, after stopping all the comments about Mrs. Edochie, like you're trying to prove that you are someone or whatever. You just need to be. Stop commenting. And another thing, stop posting pictures of your child or Edochie, trying to associate with him. Don't share any of Yul's content. Do not comment on his videos. Just stay in your lane. And another thing you can learn from May, go to industry events. You're an actress, go to what are the award shows that they're doing, even if I don't know whether like it's by invite, but just try up level yourself, like try to network with people in the industry. I know that obviously it might be hard for you right now because there's a lot of saga. People do not want to associate themselves with something that seems immoral, right? That seems immoral or that is immoral, either way, right? Yeah, so that's what I would say to you as a woman. Stop sharing pictures of you and writing, oh, the cutest man or the best man I've ever known. You just seem really silly, which I'm sure you're not a silly woman. Yeah, I feel like we all make mistakes. I feel nobody's perfect, and I'll just make it clear. If you know me, you know who I'm standing in this situation. I am on the side of May, but I'm also, as a woman, maybe the Libran in me, being a Libra, like I feel like I just always want to balance it out. I feel like it's not balanced towards Judy. Like I feel like she needs to take her power back. She's just there wanting to be validated by you. That's how I see it. Every hate that she's getting from the media, I feel she deserves it, is rightly deserved. But what I don't like to see is a woman that's just constantly trying to be validated by a man, and she's just, I don't know, I feel like the whole thing is sad. I could be totally wrong. Let me know what you ladies think in the comments. I would really, really appreciate it. It's just my own, 2 cents. Don't know whether she'll watch it. I'm not dead there yet, but you know what I'm saying, you can share it with her. She can watch it and be like, oh my gosh, I don't know this lady, but it's like she's making a bit of sense. I'm gonna just repackage. I'm gonna stop doing all these photo shoots. I'm just gonna like go to industry events, relate to people, and learn from me, so that I can up level my life and stop looking like a desperado. That's the best way, man. All right, okay, enough. Bye bye. Love you.